Tony Surridge has worked outside in the sun for most of his life, but he says he's always done his best to protect himself from the sun's UV rays.
I did power line construction, and we were required to wear long sleeve shirts, for fire, and hats and stuff like that. And I didn't wear much sunscreen. I'm real fair skinned and I burn real bad, so I never went without a t-shirt or nothing like that because I would blister.
But in February, he noticed a lump underneath his right arm, and when he went to the doctor to get it checked out, he learned that it was stage 4 melanoma and that it had spread to his lungs. The culprit, a mole on his stomach.
It had a little blackness around it and red on top. And he said it grew a root over to a vein and pumped the melanoma into the bloodstream.
When Surridge first discovered the lump, it was about the size of a golf ball, and just 3 weeks later, when Dr. John Schilling removed the lump, it was the size of a softball. According to Dr. Schilling, early detection is key in melanoma, and he says that's easy as long as you remember the ABCDs.
Looking at a suspicious mole or spot on your skin. The A stands for asymmetry. You look at the mole, if it's a perfect circle, it's probably not a problem. The B, it stands for border. If the border is ragged or notched around the mole, then that could be an increased sign of a melanoma or skin cancer. A C stands for color. If it's all one tan brown color, it's fine. But if it has a multitude of colors, that's more suspicious. And the D stands for diameter. Anything greater than 1/4 of an inch. And that's about the size of a eraser on the head of a pencil.
And when it comes to melanoma, he says the best treatment is prevention, which starts with using the right sunscreen. Dr. Schilling says that whenever you're out in the sun, you should be wearing a sunscreen with an SPF of at least 15 or higher, and that you should be reapplying it every hour. He also says that ones that are water resistant like this one tend to work best.
Areas that people forget, especially the scalp, the tips of the ears, the nose, the cheeks. People wear sunglasses, and a lot of times they don't put sunscreen all around their face, and I think that's really important. But don't forget the tops of your knees, your feet when you're laying out in the sun too, because those are also areas exposed.
Since his diagnosis 4 months ago, Surridge doesn't take any chances when it comes to the sun. If he has to be outside, he has on sunscreen with an SPF of at least 45, and he reapplies it often. He also encourages others to check themselves for suspicious spots or moles.
Check your bodies for lumps and look over the moles, and if they look strange to you and look like they've changed, then have a doctor check them immediately.
In Florence, Kelly Brooker, News 13.